to activate our survival with, guys. Another Couture mods? Okay. If you draw a creature, you only have one colored non-red mana, says Bismgast. No, that's not true. Orcish, these are still, or no, they're not forced anymore, that's true. Well, there was never a point where we could have gone for it, unfortunately. Okay, Lumberjack, so we have... Yeah, we don't have enough, do we? No forests to sacrifice. Not enough green to both activate survival. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just don't see how we get out of this. Blocks Lumberjack. Would he have blocked the Magus if it was just the Magus? I don't think so. That's kind of unfortunately what we were hoping for, right? That he would... Yeah. I just don't have enough mana to both get the counter to the Sphinx and also cast it. Drawing Gilded means we die to Jace bounce. We have nothing. Can't even draw. Thanks to the man. You need Notion Thief? Oh yeah, Notion Thief is sweet. Yeah, Journal, I got a new rig. Aw, man. Well, we won last match. That's okay. Sometimes it doesn't tell me when my opponent's chatting with me. This is one of those times. I'm usually pretty good at responding. Yeah, I mean, like, we have an out to the Sphinx. It's right here. I just didn't get it in time, really. The Gilded Drake. Alright. We'll scoop up. Or, I guess just to look at what was left in the deck, let's survival just once. What did we have left? We had... like the out to the Sphinx. Yeah, the out to the Sphinx was definitely the Gilded Drake. And it's battlefield exchange, control Gilded Drake and up to one target creature. So you just exchange with it. Now, Gilded Drake, of course, does say target, so if your opponent's using something like Inkwell Leviathan as their Tinker target, which I've seen, you can't use Gilded Drake as an out to that. It just doesn't work. But, you know, a lot of people are fans of the Sphinx. You know, Blightsteel Colossus is something else you can take with the Gilded. Yeah. Anywho. Alright, let's keep. I've also got another deck build. Hang on. So that was Lumberjack. It's sweet. We didn't lose the whole match to the guy. We technically lost the match, but we won some games against him. I think that's fair. For a brew, something I've been working on, I think that's always a plus. You know, it's definitely a labor of love. I'll get it there someday. I don't know exactly where I want all the numbers. Like, for example, we put the bird in the sideboard, and we started main decking another misstep. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe this is supposed to be some number of preordains, you know? Maybe you're supposed to run... Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of... Like, it's really... What's nice is it's undiscovered territory, this deck. What's unfortunate is it's undiscovered territory, so I kind of have to make a lot of my own decisions about cards, which is exciting. It's also, you know, you can also make the wrong decision. That's also a lot of mana. Hang on a second. Did I readjust the deck since we got all the Moxen? I don't think so. Like, if you think about the fact that it's also got, like, mana dorks, that's a lot of mana, right? 32 things in the deck and all they do is produce mana. So I think I'm supposed to cut some number of lands, actually. Cut a Heath. Cut a Foothills. I think we're running too many lands, actually. Now that I'm borrowing Moxen, now that we've got, you know, Ruby and Emerald as well as Jet and Sapphire. Deathrite's basically mana, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. You want Fleshback Marauder in this? Okay. Now, somebody said they want me to run a Time Walk in this thing. I'm down for a Time Walk. I don't have one. I could maybe talk to some of the people who support the stream and see if we can't get one. So somebody said they want to see a Time Walk in this thing. I'm down. And we could put in, like, a Preordain. Or, like, what's another spicy meatball? Mystical, of course, can find Ancestral. That's never awful, you know. Like Mystical finding Ancestral or a Force when you need it, or Dig Through Time, or Time Walk when you're ready for it. It's not terrible. We could maybe run a Mystical. I don't know. Or Preordain. I think both of which are fine. Time Walk's always nice if I have one. Yeah, I don't have one, but I could maybe talk to some of the people that support the channel and maybe we can get one. Alright, well, let's play some Doomsday. Doomsday. I thought about running some number of, I never did though, did I? Some number of, mental missteps, and I never put them in. I mean, the deck was working just fine without them. How about a Phyrexian Revoker? Oh yeah, Killer Bee. Oh, in the meantime, till we get a, yeah, we did want a Revoker on that board, didn't we? Yeah, until we get the Time Walk, sure. Sure, I'm down for a Revoker. Have you got something in your teeth? You somehow Yeah, I don't know if siding out Anger was right. There were a couple places there where I kind of wish I had it. I kind of wish I had it in a couple places there in the match. I remember having Dragon Lord Targa. What? What are you talking about? Really, Journal? That's crazy. I mean, I believe you. That's still pretty impressive. Sorta hoping that you'd stay. Alright, well, hang on a sec, team. Alright, like that. Yeah. Something like this. I think I would switch the tutor for. I think the tutor. I think we really do want the Revoker back in this list. I could definitely see tutor becoming the. Becoming the. Yeah, I could definitely see Mystic Tutor being what turns into a Time Walk if and when we get one. No, I like where the list is going. And again, like when you have one drops that you'd like to resolve, you know, like Ancestral or Lumberjack, it behooves you to run more missteps than usual. So we're running 3 actually in this list for that reason. Sorta hoping that you stay. In this list, the Mystic Tutor makes a lot more sense because specific cards are better than just a bunch of cards. I mean, you could argue specific cards are almost always better than just a bunch of cards. I think that mentality definitely speaks truth to Magic in general. You know, you can have a bunch of cards, but if they're not the right cards, you know, you can only slog through so much. We'll see how long it takes for us to get an opponent. We might switch back to Legacy if I can't get a vintage opponent. We could play Doomsday in Legacy. You guys want to see that? It's terribly underplayed. I think Doomsday is just terribly underplayed in general. People just kind of are like, oh, Doomsday. I don't want to touch that. It's like, why not? Just touch the Doomsday. It's okay. Don't be afraid of the Doomsday. Sometimes you just gotta not be afraid, you know? This one. Yeah, just don't be afraid of the spell. It's a very powerful spell. You just gotta, you know, use it properly. I guess on my new screen it really lets you guys see how many brews we've done over the years. My god. It just keeps going. These are all legacy brews. Yeah. We've also brewed a lot of modern, although a lot of my modern decks got deleted, right? No, they still got quite a few. These are all modern brews. Could you show how Doomsday actually works in single player? What? Oh, you want me to do a solitaire match with Doomsday? That's no fun. Hang on a second. Solitaire mode? That's no fun to watch, is it? Really? You want me to goldfish Doomfins and explain how I win every step? Okay. Sure. I can't tell if you're trolling me or if you actually want this. Like, do you actually want that? Does anybody actually want that? Me to explain how I play the deck step by step?